Right, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And I want to take a look at this word evolve and this word evolution, which has been hijacked by Satan, by the devil incarnate, which you may know as the so-called white man. His true nationality being Edom, the Edomites that the Bible speak of, the wicked. They've hijacked this word evolve and this word evolution and applied it to their Babylonian subvertive, prideful philosophies of one animal changing into another and them controlling their own destiny, so to speak, and becoming God and everything else, transhumanism and everything else which is included in that wicked Babylonian philosophy known as evolution, falsely named evolution. Okay? But what you're going to find out is that the real evolution is happening right now. The real evolution is happening, and Yahushai is the one that got that ball rolling and is going to finish that evolution. The real evolution, not the made up Jurassic Park BS that the so-called white man be pushing out there. And to get the proper understanding, we got to go into the meaning of words, man, like we have been taught by our apostles and elders, man. Because Esau, what he does is he hijacks words and he comes in with new speak. When you go to the word evolve, all right, goes back to the 1640s. It means to unfold, to open up, to expand. All right. That's got nothing to do with a dog turning into a cat or some BS like that. To unroll, to roll out, to roll forth, unfold, especially of books. Yeah? Especially of books, figuratively, to make clear, disclose, to produce, to develop from assimilated form of X, meaning out, and volver, to roll. Okay, to turn, to revolve, meaning to develop by natural processes to a higher state, is from 1832. So in 1832, they hijacked this word and started applying it to their mad philosophies. Okay? Now we go to the word evolution. 1620. An opening of what was rolled up, from Latin evolutionum, unrolling of a book. Noun of action from past participle, stem of evolver, to unroll. Used in medicine, mathematics, and general writing in various senses, including growth to maturity and development of any individual living thing. And that's from the 1660s. So you might say that a child evolves into an adult, into a man, because it progresses, it grows. All right? It unfolds, it unrolls itself. You grow. Modern use in biology of species first attested in 1832. So they hijacked something, the word, with its proper application, beginning with books, and then it has figurative meaning, and they tried to apply that to this madness that we all know as evolution today. So every time you hear the word evolution, automatically what pops up into your head is people come from monkeys. When really the word evolution just represents, in terms of philosophy or understanding, gaining more understanding, gaining more wisdom. That is how a man evolves spiritually. And then you get the physical sense evolving in terms of growing up. Like puberty is a form of evolving. It ain't got nothing to do with what Esau's pushing it is. Alright? But that goes into 1832 in the works of Scottish geologist Charles Lyell, which he was a witch and a warlock. Alright? Charles Darwin used the word in print once only in the closing paragraph of The Origin of Species, 1859, and preferred descent with modification in part because evolution had already been used in the discarded 18th century homunculus theory of embryological development, first proposed under this name by Bonnet, 1762, and in part because it carried a sense of progress not present in Darwin's idea. But Victorian belief in progress prevailed, and the advantages of brevity, and Herbert Spencer and other biologists after Darwin popularized evolution. So evolution is supposed to represent progress, something progressive, represents enlightenment, represents growth, maturity. But you see, in this society, man, that's why the scripture says the turning of things upside down have been esteemed, is going to be esteemed as the pot of clay. Because Esau, not only is the theory of evolution confusion, madness, stupidity, which is the opposite of evolution. It's darkness. It's not enlightenment, it's darkness. It is the theory of evolution is the opposite of evolution. Because anyone who believes that theory, they haven't progressed, they've regressed. They've been corrupted, they've been subverted. They've not spiritually grown. They've not been enlightened. They've not gained any understanding. Their understanding has been darkened. They've been made to be a fool. That's not evolution. All right? Let's go ahead. This is Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he hath no understanding? See, these devils are trying to flip everything. And everything which is destructive to our very being of who we are, he promotes it and calls it progressive. Like feminism is progressive. Feminism is not progressive. Feminism destroys women and destroys men. It's a very regressive philosophy. It doesn't allow a woman to become or grow or mature into a woman. No, it turns a woman into a decrepit, dark individual. All right? And we could sit here all day going through the list of philosophies that is pushed in the society as being progressive, but they're not progressive. They're not a form of evolution. Because they don't allow a man to develop into a man. It doesn't allow a woman to develop into a woman. It doesn't allow a child to properly develop into an adult. I'll give you an example. They got this thing here now. They call it Thabies. Now this is not evolution. This is regressive as hell. Right? Boy or girl, parents raising Thabies, let kids decide. One way of shielding children from gendered stereotypes. Keep their biological sex secret. This is madness. But things like this is deemed to be progressive. Let me show you. Let's use the word find. They will actually use the word progressive. There we go. This whole thing, this gender neutral garbage, is happening in what? Mostly in progressive, well-to-do enclaves. So whenever you have something which is dark, lacking in light, it's destructive, subvertive, it's corruption, it's perversion, Esau sells it as being progressive. But it's not progressive. It's the complete opposite. This truth is progressive. The Holy Scriptures is progressive. The gospel, the truth of Yahweh Shai, the understanding of these scriptures, the spiritual understanding, that is evolution. And it ain't no theory. It's happening. Now, going back to the term evolution, Yahweh Shai set that thing going, man. Let's get Revelations, the 5th chapter. Because he unrolled the scrolls. He opened up the understanding of these scriptures. And he's begun the evolution of the nation of Israel. Because when all said and done, what you're going to have is the perfect man and the perfect woman. That's what's going to be the end of this gospel. The perfect man and the perfect woman. Perfection. The heights of man and the heights of woman in order and in understanding and in wisdom. That's what's being created here. See, we've seen the basest we could be. Yahweh Shai is going to bring us to the heights. Evolution. True evolution. True progression. What it means to truly evolve. Revelations 5:1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. Yet the book could not be evolved. It couldn't be opened so that we may evolve. So that we may get, let's go back to the meaning of the word evolve. It means what? To open up. Open of what was rolled up or sealed, you could say. That's evolution. When we go into evolve, it tells you to make clear, disclose. In a figurative sense. Yahweh Shai is going to open, you're going to read here, he's going to open up the books so that the wisdom and knowledge of the Heavenly Father can be given unto us, man. So that things may be made clear. Our understanding is sharpened and true. All right. It says, and I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof. Because without the unlocking of these seals, man, we would not have been able to evolve. Because the books of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding will be sealed unto us. It says, and no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders saith unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth into all the earth. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to God by the blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and hast made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Because when our evolution is finished and we have evolved, when we have reached full maturity, man, as sons of the Most High, okay, when we are made perfect, we shall reign over the earth in perfection. All right. And this process is already on its way. This progressive process has already begun. The true evolution. And no, we're not turning into cats or none of that business. We're still going to be Israelites. We're just maturing to the fullness. All right. See, Esau, man, Esau's got to go. All right. And Esau will never evolve. All right. He's just the devil. And he's going to stay the devil, a low base being, until he's destroyed. A base animal. All right. Dirty, a filthy animal. Let me get one of my favorite scriptures, Ephesians 4. Ephesians 4 and 7. But every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of Yahushua. Wherefore he saith, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men. Now that he ascended, what is it but that he also descended first into the lower parts of the earth? He that descended is the same also that ascended up far above all heavens, that he might fill all things. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors, and some teachers. And notice you don't say, and some rappers. Okay. For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Yahushua. This is the evolution. Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man. Because that's going to be the end of our evolution. Unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Yahushua. Now, let's get some of these words. All right. Let's get the word perfecting. Yikes. All right. Perfecting. Complete furnishing, equipping. Yeah, perfecting. See if you got any more on that. To make complete. Just like a child evolves into an adult. We are evolving into our perfect form, into being complete with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the spirit. And that's only possible through Yahushua opening up them seals, making himself a sacrifice, man, that we could receive, man, of this gift of the Most High, that we could receive the Spirit, that we could receive understanding and wisdom and grace and mercy and all these gifts, and that we may be changed, man. We may be evolved to mend, to repair, all right, to fit out, equip, put in order, arrange, adjust, ethically to strengthen, perfect, complete, make one what he ought to be. Yeah, you develop into what you ought to be. Like, that's what I told you. To become the perfect man and the perfect woman. Be what you're supposed to be in righteousness and in wisdom and in truth. That's what this truth is all about. That's where we want to get to. We've fallen from that place. We are fallen. We are not perfect. We are wretched as we are. But through Yahweh Shai, we are on the path to perfection. We are on the road of evolution. All right. And Esau told you some evolution and some other shit. That's why we gon' oh man. We just stick to the scriptures, man. You Edomites, boy. You're a real piece of work. Edifying. Building up, edifying. The act of one who promotes another's growth in Christian wisdom, piety, happiness, and holiness. Yeah, one's evolution. Your progression. Your unfolding. Your development. Where the ways of righteousness are made clear unto you. Your path is made clear. The darkness is removed and the light shineth forth, which is of Yahweh Shai. So we're going to take the word evolution back, man. All right. This gospel is the real evolution. Yeah. Not that madness that Esau's been perpetrating, man. Shalom.